Hi. Okay, this next dish, we're gonna make keto lasagna. It is with using cabbage leaves for your pasta. Okay, couple things that you need to know that I didn't know when I made this first. But look down here. The cabbage, you know, it has this like main vein right here. If you do not boil your cabbage long enough to where you can, okay, watch me, I'm gonna bite it. And it bites off easy and it chews soft. That's what you're looking for, okay? So one of the things you can do is you can cut that little vein out, okay? And it will also help flatten the cabbage a little bit, okay? But if it's just not getting soft and it's on the outside of the cabbage, you know, the outer leaves, you may just have to cut that vein out, okay? And you can save those and saute them in butter and it, you know, for a side vegetable. Okay, so don't throw them away. They saute in butter just beautifully and they're yummy. Or bacon fat. So I'm gonna just cut these out so that, because the last time I made it, my first attempt with it, I had some cabbage leaves that were done and some that were really tough. And so it's just play with it in the water and take it out and see how pliable it is. And then bite that vein of one and see if you're there yet. It should be like pasta al dente, okay? You should be able to have a soft chew, but not a mush chew. Okay, so there's our cabbage leaves. So in here, I have taken the casings off my Italian sausage, okay? And I'm just gonna mush them up, get them all good and mushed so that they mix with the cheese mixture, okay? And I haven't cooked it. It's just all raw, hot Italian sausage, okay? And then I buy full fat ricotta, and I usually get the 32 ounce, and that's what I've got left in this container, and we're just going to fill it up. Now, really good idea about this container is that I'm gonna make 2 of these, I think they're 7x7 foil pans, because I'm gonna freeze these. We take a lot of meals to different people, and so these are gonna be, oh well, they're gonna be eating keto. If you want me to make you dinner, I'm not gonna go out and buy junk and feed you junk. I'm gonna feed you real good food. So, but I'm gonna freeze these, and this one little pan will feed 4 adults. Okay, so I did 1.5 cups of mozzarella, and on this one, you do want a whole cup of parm. Okay, and in this mix, I'm gonna do 4 eggs. Because the eggs are really gonna help bind it with the cabbage. And you're getting good fat and protein in there as well. So you don't have to have a large portion size. Let me wash my hands. You don't have to have a big, huge portion size of this to feel full because it's so full of fat and protein. Okay, we're gonna use that Weber seasoning again with the roasted garlic and herb, and I'm gonna put a lot in there. A good tablespoon, and my salt and pepper. And my salt. And like in the last video I did with the chicken, I'm going to do a shot of Italian dressing. So like not even 1/4 cup, but it just gives a nice zing to it that I really like and my family really likes. They've gotten used to it. And we're gonna mix it up. I've got my homemade tomato sauce that I roasted tomatoes and garlic and onion together, stuck it through the blender, and it's ready to go. I added my basil after it came out of the blender so I didn't end up with green sauce. Get really good and mixed. This one does have more egg in it than the traditional lasagna. So, but it sets up beautifully in the, with the cabbage leaves. Because who likes to pull out lasagna and it just pools all on your plate? I mean, it still tastes good, but it doesn't look that great. And so egg really helps stiffen it up in the pan and stand up straight. And we all like a pretty lasagna standing up straight. Okay, I think I've got that. Oh, a little bit more. So this should make an adult lasagna, meaning a very large pan, 11 by 13 pan. You can get a whole lasagna. And so I bought this 6-pound cabbage because it was on special, 50 cents a pound. So I'm gonna find the biggest cabbage that I possibly can. Now, in traditional lasagna, you put your sauce on the bottom. We're not gonna do that. I just buttered my dish, and we're gonna start layering cabbage. And this is nice because you can just break and tear to get it all layered in there. Let's see, let's put it this way. Okay, I don't think we have any holes. I think one right there. All right, so there's my first layer. Now I'm gonna put my cheese and my sausage and then just start pushing it in. And yep, you're gonna have that. It's gonna come up on you. And hopefully we can get 3 layers in this little baking pan. It's not a deeper one. I think Anna bought these for brownies to take to a family that lost a family member. So we have these left over. They make a good brownie pan. No, I haven't made brownie ketos. Keto brownies. I mean, I gotta try that, I think. All right, so there's our first layer. It's that easy. Okay, now because we put the mozzarella in with the cheese mixture, I'm not gonna put loose mozz in because that's I want layers. I want as many layers as I can get out of this, you know? And so I'm not gonna put loose mozzarella. You can do whatever you want. These are shallow pans, and so I'm gonna try to get as many layers as I can and then put mozzarella on the top. Okay. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at how nice that lays over the whole thing. Oh, that's sweet. There. Okay, next layer. Push that into the corners. And we did put a lot of mozzarella in there, didn't we? 1.5 cups. And 1.5 cups is about 4 ounces of mozzarella. If you're gonna shred it yourself. No, 8 ounces. 8 ounces of mozzarella block will give you about 1.5 cups of mozzarella shredded. Okay, I think we can do one more layer. I'm probably gonna have to cook this in a cookie sheet so that if it spills over. Okay, I think I'm gonna get 2 layers in these pans. So I gotta put my sauce on still. We might be able to. Okay, that's really nice. That's layering quite nicely. And then one in the middle. Let's see what we can find for the middle. These are nice and soft, tender leaves, so they're just gonna melt in the mouth, just like thin pasta sheets. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see. You know what? I think we can get one more thin layer on. I'm gonna try one thin layer. Then maybe I'll put the sauce over the meat. Probably not. I'm a traditionalist. But I think we can spread this out really nice and thin too. Look at that, we got a third layer. I mean, it's tiny, but still got it, yeah! Okay, last layer of cabbage is right at the top, baby. Don't worry, I have more cabbage in the pot for the next pan. But I wanted you to see. And now you're gonna cook this at 350 in your oven for, 45 minutes, then take the foil off the top, and the last 15 minutes allow the mozzarella cheese to brown. Okay, and this should freeze really well for you. 6 months. Just seal it really good. Okay, let's get that all over the top. That's tomato sauce. Now, what I will do is I will warm up some tomato sauce and serve like a gravy boat of sauce on the table so that people get more sauce. But when you put the sauce in the lasagna, because there's so much water in this cabbage, you're gonna get soupy lasagna. It's gonna fall all over the place. You know what I mean? So we don't want that. So don't sauce your layers. Because I could sauce my layers when I was using uncooked lasagna sheets. But when you cook your lasagna sheets, even al dente, too much sauce makes for a soggy lasagna. So those of you that didn't know that, that's why you got soggy lasagna. Okay, we're gonna put, because this could be a meal for somebody, put parsley on the top. And finish that off with a little parm. And some red pepper. Let me grab that. I don't know what it is, but I sure do like it on top. Okay, now I'm gonna freeze this. I'm gonna cover it in foil, but it has this lid, and if you cover it in foil, put this lid on, it should stay in the freezer good for up to 6 months. And then you just take it out, put it in the oven on a cookie sheet for an hour at 350, and it will bake just beautiful. Okay, I hope you enjoy this. If you try this recipe, will you let me know how it tasted for you? And remember, cut those veins out, those big main stem looking veins on your cabbage, so that you're not like, oh, I'm not making this again, this was horrible. Make sure your cabbage is soft but not mushy, so that you don't have just a big mush of lasagna. It did come out really good for me. I'm really pleased with it. I can still have my lasagna and enjoy it. So let me know how yours turned out, and if you like it, please like and share and let me know how you're doing. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.